center by the name Navkalpana now. And already the campus is buzzing with innovative ideas. We have regular activities going on related to entrepreneurship where students are getting ignited. And at present, we started this Navkalpana this year only in January. And at present, we have 35 student entrepreneurs registered with us in the center. The number, this is the beginning of a new session. So we are hopeful that this number will increase very quickly now. Our incubation centers can collaborate with your incubation centers, the other institutions. We can have collaborative research, we can have collaborative entrepreneurs, we can have collaborative ideas which can take shape in the coming time. Self-reliance can only be achieved when there is collaboration and unified approach for the larger targets of a fast-growing nation on the path of Viksit Bharat. When institutions and leaders work together as one team, India will transform into a global power which is not very far away. So with these words, I again thank you all for coming today, taking time out from your busy schedule and joining us in this program. And we hope that in the future we will have more fruitful discussions taking lead from today, and we will have more curricula designing with your expertise, and we will have more research, collaborative research, and entrepreneurs coming out with your support and collaborations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your warm words of welcome and thoughtful introduction. When this program was visualized, Vice Chancellor sir raised one question: how can we synergize our respective strengths and create a sustainable collaborations rather than isolated partnership, formal partnership only? So with these, this program was visualized. To place today's panel discussion in a proper academic perspective, it is my honor to invite Professor Sangeeta Saxena Madam, Chairperson NEP 2020 of this university, to deliver the introductory remark and present the status of NEP 2020 implementation at the university. Madam, please.
Thank you so much, Honorable Vice Chancellor, esteemed guests and panelists today, faculty members of NEP Implementation Committee, and dear Sarthis. So I am Sangeeta, as already Dr. Subhash introduced, and I am looking after NEP 2020 implementation in our university. So if you permit, in 2 or 3 slides, I would like to tell you that what kind of academic reforms or revamping of course structure we have done in case of UG as well as PG, so that we can talk about the collaborations or research, or you can understand what our students are undergoing, and then probably we can have better discussion. So, if you permit. So, next slide, please. So, this is the NEP Implementation Committee, and my committee members are sitting here, who have been instrumental in designing the course structure. Actually, we are getting time to time guidelines and regulations from UGC, and we try to incorporate them in the spirit that our students, this NEP actually is student-centric, student-driven. So we wanted to revamp our structure, course structure in such a manner that flexibility is there, multidisciplinarity is there, skill is there, vocational is there. At the same time, core subjects also do not lose their strength. So next slide, please. So this is NEP Sarthi. So Sarthis are actually student ambassador for academic reforms in transforming higher education. So this was a very good initiative by UGC, and they wanted us to have some Sarthis from PG, UG as well as PhD. So depending on the total strength of the students in the university, we have to select 1 or 2 students from each PG, UG or PhD. So we have very carefully selected them after going through a proper checklist which UGC provided to us. And Sarthis are very instrumental. Next slide. Because time to time we are trying to create awareness among the students as well as faculty by essay competition, quiz, painting competitions, Nukkad Natak. For instance, in one of the Nukkad Natak, a female student showed that how she was getting married. She is pursuing her UG and she is getting married, and she was very annoyed that now I cannot continue my studies. So one of the faculty comes in the Nukkad Natak, and then they tell the student, no, now there is a option of multiple entry and exit. So don't worry, with ABC in place, like Academic Bank of Credit, your credits are secured and you can get certificate of diploma or degree or honors as per the time duration you have spent, and your credits are also there. So the students mostly take admission, but they don't go through the complete benefits which NEP is actually providing them. So this was one of our initiatives that with the help of our students we do regular meetings and we do awareness rallies and other things, and we also set up help desk when at the time of admission, so that students can maximally, or you can say optimally, utilize the benefits which NEP 2020 is providing them. Next slide please. So what we have done since 2023, like 23, actually this committee got in full strength, and when our Vice Chancellor sir came, he actually took so many sessions with us, and we actually understood that how we can effectively implement it. So NEP was there in place, but effective implementation now we are doing it. So first thing first, now as we all are aware, 4-year UG is there. So when we say that 4-year, actually it is 1 year, 2 year, 3 year and 4-year UG. So it's not like that a student has entered into UG and he or she has to spend 4 years. So the student has a provision of multiple entry and exit. We have a proper guideline in place in our university that how course mapping is done, and the departmental admission committee actually takes the entry on the basis of the course structure which student has undergone in the previous institute or university, and then we also have 10% supernumerary seat and proper advertisement is there, reservation rules are followed, and then multiple entry is in place. In the similar fashion, multiple exit is also there. After first year, certificate is given, after second year diploma, after 3-year degree in respective discipline, and after 4-year honors. Also, if a student manages to secure 75% plus marks in previous 3 years, he or she can go for honors with research. So in this, I will just show you also if time permits. In this, we have especially curated the course structure in such a manner that the complete course structure is research oriented, and this student is benefited that they can directly go for PhD. And the student who is completing 4-year only honors can go for 1-year PG. So from this academic session, we have also started all 6 combinations of PG, 1 year and 2 year, research plus course and only research. So I am happy to tell you few students are actually now exploring that how they can do honors with research who have secured 75%. We have to brace up our labs accordingly. There are certain components of research where they have to publish papers, they have to write a proper dissertation, internship is in place. So with all these things, checklist to be completed, and now we are offering honors with research also. Then sir, minimum credit requirement is 20 credit per semester, and 20 credit means 20 hours per week. Like in that manner you have to design your curriculum, that student has to spend at least these many hours with these subjects in order to get 20 credits. Now ability enhancement of UG students, 8 credit we have added. In case of undergraduate program sir, ability enhancement directly has been correlated with 21 Indian modern languages. I was also thinking, I will discuss with Honorable VC sir, if we can incorporate Indian sign languages also for visually impaired and other students. So this will also add on to yet another language but for other students. And then ability enhancement, we are offering Hindi, English, Sanskrit, and Telugu is in pipeline. Because sir, we are also taking into account that what faculty we have, what departments we have, and how we can easily manage within the limited resources and the limited faculty. At the same time, few elements are effectively implemented also. Then skill enhancement courses are there, discipline wise, up to 10 credits, means 10 hours per week. So skill is given by respective departments. So if a department is of computer engineering, they would like to incorporate few courses which make them more skill oriented. If it's a zoology department, probably they will add sericulture or apiculture or fisheries to make their students more skill oriented. Then we also have added value added courses in UG up to 6 credits, and presently To all the university students of UG, we are giving environmental studies and understanding Bharat, which also fulfills Indian knowledge system, so that the students inculcate a deep sense of pride in Indian heritage and Indian culture. So that we are giving to all the university students, and that is not department wise, this is university, from the university. There is a compulsory internship of 4 credit in 5th semester of UG we are offering. So every student who is in UG has to compulsorily do 4 credit worth of internship. We have also made a provision that during the summer vacation and 1 month immediately following the summer vacation, their attendance is relaxed. We are internalizing the attendance which is given from the respective institute or place of work, and then we are taking into account so that a student can spend at least 90 days where they are doing the internship. Even if a student is taking an exit after first year or second year, as I told you earlier, we give them 40 credit from the course structure, plus compulsorily the student has to do 4 credit of internship before getting actually certificate. So even if a student takes an exit after 1 year or 2 year or 3 year, internship is an integral part of the UG program. Then sir, bilingual question papers recently with the guidance of Vice Chancellor sir only we have established. So now teaching sir we are doing in English plus Hindi, Hindustani as the students are comfortable in. The faculty is well versed in both the languages, and so are the students. So according to the need of the students, we keep on switching. But we have made this provision of bilingual question paper and evaluation also. Presently, it is in 2 schools, School of Education and School of Ambedkar Studies. We are trying to find out the modalities, how we can effectively implement it in science departments also. And though it is a little bit difficult, and I think students are also not in favor much of Hindi, but bilingual doesn't hurt anyone. So we will try to incorporate that also. Then the compulsory dissertation of 12 credits in each UG program is there. So the student has to go for dissertation, like whatever they are doing in internship, or if they are staying in place in our campus and doing the research in the respective laboratories of faculty, they are supposed to write a dissertation and defend it, and they can continue this right from the summer vacations. So they, during their course of study, they can keep on working on their dissertation and finally submit it. Multidisciplinary is sir one integral part of national education policy, and first hour of whole university, the students are running from one department to another department, and at least 8 credits sir they are getting from the CBCS, choice based credit system. So a student of biotechnology can go to the law department to learn more about intellectual property rights, or a student of biotechnology can go to stats department to learn about biostatistics. Accordingly, all the students are going from here to there just to have a feel of other subjects. And as in the morning session, Professor Amarpal Singh sir was saying, few of us were there, that the student of law, if he only knows law, he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know law, because law in some context. So any subject is in some context. So if a biotechnology student doesn't get the feel how I am going to get it patented, or how I can say, for example, basmati rice in US patent office, then I think we are not giving a complete holistic education. So this is a very good initiative which we are doing, and we are whole university UG and PG students are getting at least 8 credit in their 80, 120 or 160 credits from each UG or PG. Then sir, MOOCs are also which are available on SWAYAM platform and NPTEL. The students are given an option. So there are MOOCs coordinator in each department, wherein we give them a list to swap the courses. So suppose I am teaching molecular biology, and if a student wish to go for MOOC, we try to give them a list, selected courses which actually fulfill molecular biology. So it's not that the student can just choose any 4 credit course from SWAYAM platform. Within the limited brackets, the student can choose. Also, we are giving them a choice of MOOC in the elective. So suppose there is 204A bioinformatics, 204B biostatistics and system biology. Then 204 C will be there, MOOC, which will be similar to above two, and student can go for these electives also. Additionally, student apart from getting 40 credits or 80 credits or 120 credits, student can still acquire more credits from MOOC. And our COE Saab has graciously agreed that in the mark sheet of students, we will add that the student apart from securing 120 credits for degree, they have also done 4 credit of this, 4 credit of this, and so on. So that is reflected in their degree. So we encourage our students कि भाई शाम को खाली बैठे हो तो थोड़ा MOOC पे modules पढ़ लो and you can have extra. There are few students who are actually very interested to do some few courses, for example in artificial intelligence, for example in drone technology, so they can go to the Trend platform also. Next slide, Rashmi please. Similarly, sir, in PG, I am happy to tell you that now we are offering 6 types of PG in all the disciplines. So, sir, these PGs are 2-year PG and 1-year PG. So, 1-year PG caters the student who is coming after 4 years of UG, and 2 years of PG caters the students who are having 3 years of degree, right, sir? Within these 6 types also, we are giving them research plus coursework, only coursework, and only research. So all these 6 options are now there, and we have done again mapping. So few of the, actually sir, in case of National Higher Education Quality Framework and Credit Framework, there are difficulty levels. So at 6.5, the 4th year UG and 1st year of PG stands on the same difficulty level. So few courses we have mapped. So these 4th year graduate students can actually sit with the 1st year PG students. Similarly, the 1 year PG student can easily be accommodated with 2nd year of the 2-year PG program. So that is how we are mapping the difficulty level also. Then sir, again provision of multiple entry exit is there in PG, and after 1 year, a student due to whatsoever reason, due to just have a world tour or just to join some industry for the job or just because of family needs, if they are exiting, it doesn't go waste. Their credits are secured in the credit bank, and they also get a 1-year diploma in respective subjects. And later on, sir, within a span of 5 years, in case of UG 7 years, they can do re-entry in the same program, and then they can continue their studies. Then minimum credit requirements, again 20 credits per semester, multidisciplinarity is there, skill enhancement is there, compulsory internship again. And sir, here we would like to actively seek your support and your help in accommodating our students, because our NBFGR is just 1 kilometer, and you have such good labs, especially in molecular biology. If we can do anyway our students are going to you, and if we can have some hands-on training where you can accommodate BBAU students, and we can do some, we have a very good zoology department, and fisheries is one of the, I mean, you know very well, sir, integral part of that. Then sir, we have done 30 days attendance relaxation, which is one of its kind, where we are promoting internship. Probably in future we will do more relaxation, because there are few programs across India where they are completely letting the students go for internship, and by this students can also do dual degree programs. Then the compulsory industrial experience or community experience, this time we have introduced in PG. So the student has to go for industrial experience this time in PG, and let us see, this has been incorporated, how fairly we can do it. Then research methodology and any other research oriented course are again part of PG, which earlier were not there. And artificial intelligence based or academic or scientific skill based courses are also there. Interestingly, these courses are very much available on MOOC SWAYAM platform, and very nicely curated courses are there. Then sir, we are also having, this is the unique feature of our university, we are offering MPDC, which is 1 credit pass course, like it is an audit pass course, equivalent to 1 credit, where their marks are not counted, credit is not counted in the mark sheet. But sir, we are giving them Ambedkar studies, we are Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar University, so it seems okay to find that our student learn about the morals and ethics given by Baba Saheb. And SDGs are there, sir. So students have actually aligned all the courses, all the topics with one, or research also with one or another sustainable development goals. Gender studies and community services given, and so is innovation and entrepreneurship is given. Then, sir, recently again PC Sahab told us to have the hobby clubs, and we have started hobby clubs for our PG second semester and third semester students. Next slide, please. Sir, we are centrally funded institute, and this was the notification from ministry that we have to do hand holding of 5 other state universities and institutes. So for effective implementation of NEP and to exchange ideas for monitoring, outreach, etc., we are also hand holding Bhatkhande Sanskrit Vishwavidyalaya, Dr. Ramano Lohia National Law University, the Vice Chancellor Sahab was there in the morning. Shakuntala Mishra National Rehabilitation University, King George Medical University, and University of Lucknow. So we all are working in synergy, and we are actually having meetings and exchanging ideas. We need some more proactive response from these institutes also. So we will overall it's a Lucknow anyway is an educational hub, sir. We are having 4 CSR institute, and I think 4 or 5 even Bureau of ICAR, then medical universities. So together we can do wonders in national and international platform if we work like that. Next slide, please. So these are the hobby clubs, and I am very happy to tell you that students are actually very enthusiastic about it, and this is one of the way that they can hone their skills, and they are very happy to join these different hobby clubs. Every Friday 2 hours afternoon we have relaxed them in the afternoon, and I think even in institute you can do, because you take our PG students for PhD, and they take guitar and they sing somewhere near the fountains or on the stairs of the library. So overall the campus ambience gets some positive vibes, and the energy is channelized of the student. So that's all, sir. That very briefly I wanted to tell you within 5-10 minutes that what we have done in UG and PG for our students for NEP, and we are looking forward, sir, for your cooperation and for the benefit of our students, whatever help we can get and how we can have an active collaboration. Though in science and research we are already doing with the respective scientists, but it can be more official. That's it, sir, from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for a very comprehensive framework of NEP 2030 implementation at the university level. We are here to deliberate on how universities and research institutions can collaborate to create an ecosystem, and especially to nurture the entrepreneurship, innovation, and sustainability. I'm sure that today's distinguished panel will provide valuable insight into translating this vision into meaningful action. We are having distinguished panelists. So it is my privilege to introduce our panelist, Dr. Kajal Chakrabarti, sir, who is the Director of ICAR, National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources, NBFGR Lucknow, a renowned scientist known for his contribution to biodiversity conservation, fisheries genetics, and sustainable aquatic resource management. Sir.
Without making it much formal, it's a very small group, and we have gathered here to have a one-to-one discussion how to make NEP implementable on the topic of how we can share our expertise. Every institute has distinction in one way or the other way. So collectively what we can do are helping the student, promoting research, or having some work in the nearby area which is good for the society and for the Lucknow. So this is the broader theme, and what we can do, like some problem could be there, like entrepreneurship development or pollution problem or some agriculture related problem or some anything problem on which we can collectively work, start the project and work together and make some visible impact in the society. कोई छोटा बड़ा project कर सकते हैं to make the beginning, right? Similarly, we have some expertise in say management, environment, or any other area. Except medical sciences, we have almost everything. So, आपके यहाँ इनका कोई जैसे ये interdisciplinary research को promote करती है. I think in all the institute or all the the student, they need to have some interdisciplinary understanding of how economics works, how management helps the student, how entrepreneurship or some any other such type of idea. So could be joint research project, could be sharing of faculty. हमारे यहाँ से चला जाए, आपके यहाँ से आ जाए. जो हमारे यहाँ से जाएगा वो कोई पैसा नहीं लेगा, आपके यहाँ से आएगा वो कोई पैसा नहीं लेगा. So we will work on it. Such type of mutual agreement which works faster without creating any legal or something hassles. तो ऐसा कौन सा flexible काम हो सकता है जिससे हम मिलके काम करें. ये NEP भी कहती है. और एक ये भी हो सकता है आपके यहाँ कुछ रिसोर्सेज हैं, इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हैं, कुछ फैसिलिटीज़ क्रिएट किया गया. हमारे यहाँ भी बहुत सारी फैसिलिटीज़ हैं, बहुत सारे डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं, बहुत सारे डिपार्टमेंट्स के पास ग्रांट्स भी आती है, इक्विपमेंट्स भी हैं. उनको हम शेयर कर सकते हैं क्या आपस में, या किसी मिनिमल कॉस्ट पे कर सकते हैं विदाउट मेकिंग इट मच कमर्शियल. तो कैन वी डू सच टाइप ऑफ एक्टिविटी. सो माई पर्पज of holding this discussion is to have your ideas and identify, can we at least do one project together, at least one project together with each institute, and start this process of mutual understanding, collaboration and working together to have impact of the institutions education to the city of Lucknow और broaderly उत्तर प्रदेश and society in general. छोटा सा भी कोई काम कर सकते हैं क्या, बस यही है. अभी वो कोलैबोरेशन दिखती नहीं कहीं, that is the only thing. But ये पॉलिसी बहुत कहती है कि कोलैबोरेशन होना चाहिए. But we work in isolation, integration is very limited. कुछ होता रहता है. बच्चों को भी कई बार आ सकते हैं, घूम सकते हैं, जा सकते हैं, कुछ लेक्चर ऐसे दे सकते हैं, तो इससे बढ़ सकता है. That is with that intention this whole workshop has been conceptualized. Sir, over to you.
First of all, I congratulate the Honorable Vice Chancellor for very important meeting. Brainstorming, I tell, because NEP is such an important NEP 2020. As you have mentioned correctly, that the NEP 2020 are there in place, but I was hearing that whatever in the inauguration, implementation part of it. There are many part of it, as you are showing beautifully, like a very good, and congratulations to you. Compliments, so nicely you have done UG and PG level. So basically NEP, as I can understand, I also came to learn. Basically our major mandate is research, not education, but of course students footfall are there as a part of funded projects. So students are a part of us, our research and works. So basically as Honorable Vice Chancellor has mentioned, that collaboration between दिखना चाहिए. जो MOU है, actually for your information sir, we have submitted on MOU. You would like to get it signed at the earliest. So MOU is very clear, like to apply funded project together and also to collaborate students. We can like MSc dissertation, PhD, and उसके लिए कुछ पैसा नहीं चाहिए. Just we can have a exchange of students. Or for your information, some of the students are visited. Dr. Ava Mishra, I think, is there with us. She is working. Not only, I think she is working for a couple of years back. She is in collaboration with us, but at the individual level. And many students, I think around 40 to 45 students have visited. I think few days back, and they are happy. But one thing I have asked them, many of them I have asked that please raise your hand. How many want to do higher studies? But very few of them has raised hand. So I don't know why. Only 3 to among 45, so most people are telling I want to do job. But I feel one of the things I told them that we should not find a job, because NEP majorly like entrepreneurship development, you should be a job provider rather than a job seeker. I think your course credit also, you are having incubation center. I have seen, very happy to see that. And you are doing. We are also having incubation centers. So of course we can collaborate. Right. So first of all, what I feel that NEP, and to get an integration between university and institute, we should share our strengths and weaknesses. I know you are strong at students footfall, So many students are there, and students we can send in the MOU. It is there, sir, written in that. So we can send the student. They can do dissertation. Maybe with the guide and co-guide, maybe both the side can be a joint supervisor or something like that. So both they get benefit, both the sides. So win-win situation. And you get a good dissertation. MSc maybe minimum I feel 6 months dissertation is good, like it will have a good publication and good output. And of course PhD part of it. Maybe they can take a project. As such, maybe your guide can be this side, joint supervisor from that side, or vice versa. And even in fact, you are also having strength on many things. For example, we are having some students. We can send you here to access some equipments, and we can share our faculties also. So NEP also of course tell that we should share faculties, and this I feel is very important. And of course we can apply for funded project. I don't think that we are having a joint funded project between BBAU and MBFGR, but there are many. Like if you see ANRF also I think there are pre-proposals invited for ARG grants, and also DBT there are, I think recently they will open pre-proposal, they are going to evaluate, and after that they will be giving funds. So we can have a collaborative project in ANRF and also in DBT. I don't think money is a problem. Only have to find out the avenues where we can apply. You should apply our strengths where we can apply together the projects, and I think MOU is a good avenue. So once MOU is a handshake basically, I tell, and then of course to make it functional, it is the responsibility between the university and institute. So MOUs are there many, because I have seen in my personal experiences, we sign the MOU and like a celebration and be happy, yes, we are having MOU between the two institutes, but to make it functional, so many of the MOUs are like a dead MOUs, I tell. So and it is not remain as functional. So to make it immediately, to make it functional, not only as a part of funded project collaboration, student exchange, guidance, PhD, not only that, but you are having MOOC courses, and I have seen many things, like and we can collaborate in this area also. So online courses, our faculties are, some of the things are very strong, like mostly zoology department I feel. Your fisheries I think is an integral part of zoology. I don't know what other faculties are there, but of course molecular biology, the biotechnology definitely will be there from your side. We are coordinator of several all India network projects. For example, molecular biology, CRP for genomics, like a genomic, we are the nodal and of all India like a coordinated projects, and also ANRP health project. We are the coordinator. Microbiology, also we are doing. Madam, I think your microbiology are telling your subject, not you. I think somebody was telling microbiology. So, Sika madam, yes. So, I think that area, there are many areas. So, basically, what I feel from your side, sir, you can identify some nodal person. Like, okay, MOU is there. I think at your level it will be very difficult. At my level it will be very difficult to look like a micromanagement. Maybe from your side, you can do a nodal person. Maybe, I don't know, from each discipline, or it is how to do that, you have to devise. In the MOU, you have written that from our side we can put a nodal person. We are having a dedicated HRD, Human Resource Development. We can put a nodal person from our side, and we can see that what are the areas basically. Our students are there, and we can collaborate. Maybe you can make a plan, annual plan. I mean to tell what are the things. So I think this is in tandem with the NEP 2020. So in that way, I feel many things are there. I was listening to all the things, facilities we can share. Of course, and many things like a strength, and of course not only BBU. So I thought we can have a completely like all the universities in Lucknow. Lucknow is not a very like a Lucknow universities. They already are having a. I think Lucknow University, I can able to see Rammohn, other universities also are having a very good collaboration. So we are having 4 ICR institute. My colleagues are here, very much sitting here. I think I was expecting Dr. Damodaran also. I think he didn't come. So, and Dr. Sushil is there from this one, Dr. Dubey is there, I think. We are having 4 ICR institutes here, 4 CSR institutes, so we have collaboration with CSR institute also, Dr. Bhaskar and all, like, madam. So we are having very good collaboration with the CSR institute, and also universities. So, and thank you very much to making us a part of this program. And MOU, I request Honorable Vice Chancellor to get the MOU signed at the earliest, so that we can make a formal document, a formal handshake. Of course, we are doing the work without MOU. If you want to do work, MOU is not needed.
वो तो है
But sometimes MOU is there means we can have a tell, yes, this is the document. We are having a formal handshake with us, between us. Thank you very much.
We are ready to shake the hand with you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Usually,
MOU signing ceremony shall be at your institution.
That, yes, I forgot to invite you. So I think no, I was very much, actually I was thinking, I have joined last 1 year back. Yeah, I joined in last year April. Previously I have served 22 years in Kerala. So National Fisheries
Almost
Institute.
your
basically.
joining and my joining is the same.
Yes, I met you first in the Madam Governor's
Yes.
program at Ease of Doing Research. I think it was a very good program. I met sir in the program. So basically, I invite you, sir, formally in our institute. So I have also invited sir two of our programs. Like one is Hindi Karjasala.
We will
So next year, sir, I invite you to be grace the occasion as a chief guest. So I will send you a.
I will come.
So kindly accept our invitation.
My pleasure.
And also another program is there online, like statistics. We are conducting a program for statistics. Kindly depute some of our students. Now statistics is such a common and important subject. Because without designing, properly designing, we do research, but we don't know how to design.
So we have very
So-
good department, very good faculty.
Yes, so we can share basically. We are having a good statistician. We can take the help of you. Maybe we can make a program, joint program. So I'll tell Dr. Achal Singh, which is HR in charge, to take from BBAU also some of that and make a joint program of that.
That is exactly how we
Yes.
can collaborate. One faculty from your institute, one faculty from our institute jointly design a program, can be conducted at one time here, can be conducted at another time here. Whatever some revenue sharing mechanism develops, it could be, so suppose it is developed by you and our is just, you can pay honorarium to the, our person, and whenever we conduct here, we will pay the honorarium to your person. So very convenient way of doing the things can be developed. Not as a purely commercial, but as a measure to strengthen our tie-ups. That ultimately helps with student community, the faculty enrichment, and overall development of the good practices of both the institute. Confidence building also. Whenever we visit your institute, we feel inspired. Whenever your person will come here, they will feel inspired to look at some of the things. So this is what we can do in education.
Definitely, and I feel without honorarium also it is fine. So it is our duty to the society basically.
Money is the grease. Grease होता है ना oil. It is just like a grease.
turn the clock around.
Sir, especially for
Rotate the
vocational,
things.
sir, for vocational and skill-based courses, if we can have some
अभी इसका
scientists from there,
अभी
HR,
अभी क्या है ना
Nitty-gritty करने के लिए,
हाँ।
nitty-gritty सब
सर का एक यहाँ से कोई एक कोऑर्डिनेटर होगा,
Oh, that will be.
आप यहाँ से कोई होंगे, उनके साथ बैठ के will design the first program, and that person will go on designing such type of program. For each institute, we will have one coordinator from that institute, one from our side. They will explore in detail.
Thank you so much, sir. And the proposal of the MOU is with us, and I am coordinating this MOU process in this university. And within a couple of days, we will get it signed.
And Subhaji has been assigned the job from my side. Direction is very clear. Let it be all functional MOU,
Yes, sir.
no decorative MOU.
And we are having the provision of coordinator MOU. So they will coordinate, and definitely we are planning that at least there should be a plan of action also, so that at least when we are getting it signed, then it should be functional. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insight. Now we are having another panelist, Dr. T.K. Shrivastava, sir, who is a principal scientist agronomy at the ICAR, Indian Institute of Sugarcane Research, Lucknow, an accomplished agricultural scientist with extensive contribution to research and technology dissemination. I most humbly request you to provide insight and share perspective on this issue. Please.
Okay, thank you, sir. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Director NBFCR, Dr. Chakravarti, and our distinguished teams and directors of this very prestigious university. students and Sathis of NEP. Really, I appreciate that you allowed me to participate because I am a humble substitute for my director. Though I have participated in this university when I was director in 2015 at some international conference, and we had at that time some MOU also. I don't know whether it exists presently or not. And let me tell you that even today morning I signed 4-5 certificates of internship for your students. So we are already in collaboration, and they are taking internship, they are taking trainings, and we are also sharing our meteorological data. I think every week we are giving at least 1 or 2 students from your horticulture faculty. They are coming for meteorological data, and we record in our meteorological observatory. So collaboration is going on. I think it is not a new thing to initiate. It's already going on. Thing is that, as Honorable Vice Chancellor sir told, that we need to have a practical hand holding. That as they say in law, that the justice should not only be delivered, it should be seen that it is delivered. It should be appearing that it is delivered. So it should appear that there is a collaboration. So to begin with, like for your students, they are appearing in competitive examinations, and you are telling about faculty exchange. There is a paper on agriculture, and we have all basic knowledge about agriculture, because my institute is not more on basic research, it is more on applied research. It is the Indian Sugarcane Research Institute, so more is on practical production aspect of things. Though we have basic sciences laboratory, we have molecular laboratory, we have biotechnology, and most of your students are coming in biotechnology and molecular biology only. So we can come to your faculty, means your departments, your colleges, and we can deliver basic lectures on agriculture for competition point of view, so the students can get prepared. So that will be a free faculty exchange. We don't need
Entrepreneurship in agriculture area.
Yeah, entrepreneur, yeah, I'm coming to that point. We have agri-business incubation centers. So where we train even the entrepreneurs also, the budding entrepreneurs, the students, the even farmers, progressive farmers, they are coming for jaggery making, they are coming for sirka making, common MSME products. So we are training them, we are training on, see nowadays, so we are talking about, Dr. Arora Saab is there, environmental studies, I think you belong to that. So environmental studies, so we need more on biological things, not on chemical things, to make environment healthy. We can train on climate change. We have a system in our institute. We study the climate change impacts on agriculture. As Honorable VC sir was just mentioning that we can have a project in Bahraich or Balrampur, the most vulnerable district to climate change, and all the things are happening there. Diseases are there, flood is there, drought is there. So we can collaborate. We can collaborate in agriculture, we can collaborate in horticulture, we can collaborate in fisheries. It's a water-rich district. So we can have a common product, we can have participants from our institutions. We can go there, visit there, make a plan, implement it, read it, meet term appraisals, final. So I think government will be happy, we will be happy, farmers will be happy. It will be win-win-win situation, not only win-win. So that kind of collaborations we can have. And MOU already was there. I think if it is not there, we are ready to sign. I think director will certainly happily agree on that, because I am also looking after research prioritization and monitoring in our institute. So I am the person who signs the MOU, or rather prepares the MOU. Sign to director karta hai. So I prepare the MOU. I see the other things are covered or not. So yes, we are ready to collaborate, and we are collaborating. I am really happy that government has introduced this NEP, because I remember a few of my friends during my days in Pantnagar, and master's students or PhD students, they just they could not complete the last semester, and they didn't get any degree. So at least in this system they could have got one MPhil degree kind of thing. Earlier it was not there during 80s and early 90s. So this is something very important the government has introduced. And yes, I think I should stop here. We are ready to collaborate, we are collaborating, and we can initiate new programs. Thank you so much.
Agriculture sector is the key for transformation towards the Viksit Bharat. Maximum potential for job creation and other things that lies in the agriculture sector. Considering we have a limited manufacturing capacity, service sector already crossed the limit. The only sector left is agriculture sector, which is the traditional base of the country and have unlimited capacity. Huge irrigated area, still we have poor cropping pattern, cropping practices, agriculture, agri practices. So immense potential exists in, especially in this part of this Uttar Pradesh.
In future, sir, required climate smart agriculture.
That's what I'm telling. We can
And your
begin with
institute E20 is coming so far.
E20, yeah.
Sugarcane.
No, see,
Then
yeah,
what
let
about
us,
sugarcane
sir,
and
we
what
can
about-
collaborate in
For
this
energy.
very effort.
For
Let
energy.
me just give me 1 minute. It's a very important thing you have raised. Nowadays, I'm sorry, I'm not against any political party or any political ideology. But nowadays, even good things, these politicians are just making it bad. E20 is the best thing that happened to this country. Yes.
मतलब maximum
Yeah, let me tell you, because I am a person who is preparing things, who is giving answers to parliament questions, and who is dealing with this every day. So, during 1990s, it was our dream that let us there be a technology, or let there be a situation where we can substitute our petrol up to some percent, not 20. And up to 20% at that time, during 90s, all the IITs, even international MIT live level of institution, they worked out that up to 20% substitution of petrol, the present engines of all the automobiles can work with 100% efficiency. Since 1988, I am reading this. And then we introduced in Atal Bihari Vajpayee's time, ethanol blending program. There was ethanol blending, EBP was there. It started in 2000, maybe 2 or 3, officially started. Then we reached 1%, 2%. Very proudly we reached 20%, and then these fellows, they started creating all kind of nonsense. So this is something which anything good that happens to this country, we find a way to tarnish it. I am really sorry to say this.
So this makes us Atmanirbhar energy
Yes.
and also
less dependent on resources
and less CO2 emission.
Less CO2, less pollution, more saving of foreign exchange,
Foreign exchange के कितना
more
बचा?
money to farmers. See, our sugar sector was ailing that that sugar was not sold in the market, because see, sugarcane is a very much controlled sector. Even at what price sugar will be sold to the consumer is decided by the government. You can remember that for last 10 years, sugarcane is being sold at 41 rupees per kg in the open market. You can purchase 60 rupees, वो प्राइवेट वाला पैक करके बरसाती में देता है पॉलिथीन में, ठीक है, वो 60 रुपया भी देगा. बट जो बोरे में चीनी आती है वो 40 रुपीज स्टिल इट इज अवेलेबल. A person in the village, he purchased it for 41 rupees per kg for last 10 years. So sugar mills were in a very tight spot and they were not able to get their viability. So this ethanol made out of sugarcane juice or molasses, it has added to it. More than 20% of their revenue, and the payment situation to farmers has eased a lot. So this is something good that happened to this country. I'm sorry to say you may find me agitated because I am related to that.
not compatible. मतलब अभी ऐसा होता है कि वो घिसती है एक जो वॉल वगैरह है उनकी
खराब कर देते हैं।
वो हाँ,
ऐसे
right.
पुराने मॉडल्स जो
पुराने मॉडल्स हैं जो नए हैं
मैडम,
उनमें भी-
ये हमारे डॉक्टर साहब हैं दीक्षित साहब, इनकी हुंडई गाड़ी 15 साल से चल रही है और ये बिल्कुल E4 i4 कुछ वाली भी नहीं है, पुरानी वाली, एंड ही इज नॉट गेटिंग एनी प्रॉब्लम. अभी मैं आदमी से पूछ रहा था, अभी डिस्कस कर
पर सर एडिटिव्स तो मिलाने पड़ रहे हैं. हम भी पुरानी वाली ऑल्टो में डालते हैं तो उसका माइलेज इंप्रूव हो गया एडिटिव डालने से. 20 साल पुरानी हमारी
हमारी ऑल्टो में भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
मैं तो पहले वैगनर चलाता था.
Thank you so much, sir, for providing valuable insight, and especially the issue which you told us. Nowadays, a burning issue, and we were having some
Yeah, let us
doubts
collaborate
also.
let us collaborate in busting this myth that
Yes.
E20 is causing
और
problems.
जैसे ये आपने ये बताया ना, इनके स्ट्रॉन्ग हो तो ये मतलब प्लेटफॉर्म होना चाहिए.
Yes.
Some scientific input should come to the government and to the media that this is a myth.
Sir, we can arrange a talk only on this.
For university level,
Only at university level.
for students also.
collaborative project also on
Common
this.
man
So
question.
that will be
हाँ.
very good.
That will give a lot of insight for policy makers.
So we will request very soon to have one
With the
lecture
management
for
की
student also,
student
sir.
कुछ take away
नहीं
होगा.
मैं ये कहना चाह रहा हूँ जो लेक्चर तो एक बात है,
हाँ, वही।
अवेयरनेस हो जाएगी। मेरा पर्पज दूसरा है। ये यूनिवर्सिटीज they are basically created to provide some research based, evidence based input to the society, to the government, and by collaborating with each other, knowing, recognizing each one's strengths, they should come together. Scientists of BBAU, scientists of this, they together had a press conference and explained to the media that this is a big study.
And outreach programs on this.
This will make better impact.
Yes, sir, right.
तो यही पर्पज है हमारा बेसिकली रिसर्च का। ये इस टाइप की कोलैबोरेशन जब होगी ना, तब यूनिवर्सिटी के रियल पर्पज और उसकी क्रेडिबिलिटी सोसाइटी में ज़्यादा जाएगी।
थैंक यू सर।
सर जैगरी मिल्की का अगर कोई स्टूडेंट कोर्स करे तो मैक्सिमम टाइम कितना लगेगा?
कम से कम 1 महीना।
1 महीना। और फिर शाम के समय जाके हो सकता है अलग से, या वो कोई उनका वर्कशॉप टाइप होगी?
एक्चुअली क्या है मैडम कि जैगरी मेकिंग स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम अक्टूबर
राइट।
और मे बी नवंबर,
Right.
समटाइम्स नवंबर, और ये चलता है अप्रैल तक या मार्च एंड तक। तो ड्यूरिंग दैट पीरियड वी कैन प्रोवाइड, बट मोस्टली अप टू 6 or 7 PM, क्योंकि रात को तो हमारे यहाँ एक्चुअली क्या हमारे यहाँ वर्क करते हैं जेल इनमेट्स, तो उनकी 5 बजे बस चली जाती है, तो 5 बजे हमारी सारी एक्टिविटीज लेबर वाली करीब करीब खत्म हो जाती है। तो
ठीक है।
हमारे यहाँ प्रोफेसर कमान सिंह है, उनका भी शुगर की केन पे कुछ काम है। कमान कुछ केमिस्ट्री के हैं वो।
प्रोफेसर कमान।
Thank you so much, sir. Now we are having another distinguished speaker, Dr. Anup Kumar Dikshit ji. He is a principal scientist agronomy at ICAR, Central Soil Salinity Research Institute (CSSRI) Lucknow. His work on sustainable agriculture and climate resilient farming system has been widely recognized. I request Dr. Anup Kumar Dikshit sir to share his valuable thoughts.
Thank you. Respected VC sir and other fellow colleagues. Already MOU वगैरह के बारे में डॉक्टर काजल सर ने बताया, वो सारा डिटेल उसमें जाना मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि मेरा रीजनल स्टेशन है और हमारे पास मगर यूनिक काम हम करते हैं, यूनिक काम सोडिक सॉइल के मैनेजमेंट पे, उस पर रिसर्च पे। तो मुझे लगता है कि हमारा भी एक अच्छा कोलैबोरेशन हो सकता है, क्योंकि बहुत सारे फैसिलिटीज़ आपके पास है, हो सकता हो अंडर यूटिलाइज्ड हो, या हमारे पास है जो अंडर, उनको भी हम साथ में कर सकते हैं। दूसरी चीज़ क्या है कि क्योंकि हम रिसर्च में ही टोटली देखते हैं, और यहाँ पे रिसर्च साथ साथ में आपका टीचिंग का भी है, तो अगर टीचिंग और रिसर्च के साथ में कोलैबोरेशन होगा तो बहुत अच्छा होगा। दूसरा एक चीज़, अभी मैं कोर्स जो करिकुलम देख रहा था उसमें कुछ स्किल इन्हांसमेंट पे प्रोग्राम्स हैं। जैसे अभी सब लोग हाईटी में बैठे हुए थे, तो लोहिया यूनिवर्सिटी के VC साहब बड़ी अच्छी उन्होंने चीज़ कही का, हम लोग जाते हैं और सेम डिसिप्लिन के अपने डिपार्टमेंट जाते हैं, दूसरे कलीग से कहीं हम इंटरेक्ट करते नहीं। तो ये भी स्किल एक मीन्स हमारा जो है माइंडसेट हमको बदलना पड़ेगा, तभी हमारा लिंकेजेज और जो कोलैबोरेशन है वो भी स्ट्रांग होंगे। तो मुझे लगता है जो स्किल डेवलपमेंट इन्हांसमेंट के जो कुछ प्रोग्राम हैं, शायद उसमें लैंग्वेज वगैरह के हैं और कुछ हैं, तो उसमें अगर इस तरह का कुछ कोर्स करिकुलम हो कि हाँ हमको इस तरह के लिंकेजेज और कोलैबोरेशन के लिए क्या स्किल है, उस पर अगर कोर्स प्रोग्राम भी ऐड करें तो ज़्यादा बेटर। दैट्स ऑल।
Thank you so much, sir. After listening our distinguished panelists, we have gained valuable insights into the opportunities and pathways for strengthening institutional collaboration. It is now my proud privilege to invite Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir.
आप सर
अच्छा
सर मैं टेक्निकल सेशन के लिए आया था चेयर के लिए, बट अब
सर,
आप
please.
सर मैं अभी IIT कानपुर में डिफेंस एडवाइजर हूँ, स्टार्टअप इनोवेशन एंड इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर में, और मेरा प्रोफाइल ये है कि मैं आई वॉज एन एग्जामिंग ऑफिसर, मेजर हूँ मैं, और IAS क्वालिफाई किया मैंने 2017 में। आई एम फ्रॉम द इंडियन रेलवे ट्रैफिक सर्विस। नाउ द इशू इज having seen multiple sides of the government or the processes, how things happen, my simple points are sir, जैसे अभी अपना ये US और ईरान की वॉर चल रही है सर, तो उसमें पैसे की बात हो रही थी यहाँ पे कि कितना पैसा, ग्रीस, ये वो सब सारी चीज़ें, एवरीथिंग इज फाइन, बट इफ़ यू हैव द विल टू डू इट, सर शाहिद ड्रोन्स हैं इनके पास, वो 50,000 रुपये में बनाते हैं ईरान, और उनको मार गिराने के लिए दी एंटी एयरक्राफ्ट सिस्टम्स या जो पैट्रियट मिसाइल्स हैं या जो नसैम सिस्टम्स हैं, उनको सर वो बना रहे हैं, यूएस का खर्च आता है उस पर लगभग 5 करोड़, 7 करोड़, 10 करोड़ एक ड्रोन को गिराने के लिए। तो यू कैन सी दी काइंड ऑफ एसिमेट्री इन वॉरफेयर विच इज हैपनिंग। पैसा ज़रूरी है, बट इफ़ यू हैव द विल, तो अच्छा ये जो शाहिद ड्रोन्स बनाए इसमें इनके बच्चों ने, ईरानी बच्चों ने, और साथ में जो उनके साइंटिस्ट थे मिलकर कोलैबोरेट करा सर। बहुत सारी कंपनीज जो डुअल यूज़ इक्विपमेंट्स यूज़ करती थी, जैसे कि आपका कोई इक्विपमेंट है, वो अगर मान लीजिए प्लास्टिक की बॉटल है और ये मिसाइल में यूज़ हो सकती है और सिंपल सिविलियन यूज़ में भी यूज़ हो सकती है, उन्होंने अलग अलग फ्रंट कंपनीज बना के इस तरीके से अपना चैनल सप्लाई चेन्स उनको बनाया करा। कहने की बात ये है कि जो इकोसिस्टम है, जैसे आईआईटी में काम कर रहे हैं सर, it is not just about money, it is about that culture which they have created in the university, and I must thank honorable vice chancellor sir here that ये नवकल्पना वाला आइडिया सर बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त है। The point is हम कहीं एक चीज़ मिस कर रहे हैं। प्रोफेसर्स की बात हो गई, सारे जो साइंटिस्ट लोग हैं बड़े बड़े, उनकी बात हो गई, बट वी आर मिसिंग आउट दी स्टेक होल्डर्स। द बिगेस्ट स्टेक होल्डर्स आर दी चिल्ड्रन। वो सर कहाँ मिस हो रहे हैं? बच्चे आजकल जुड़े हैं इंस्टाग्राम और बाकी सारी चीज़ों पे, उनके हिसाब से अगर छोटी छोटी क्लिप्स बना के हम डालना शुरू करते हैं कि हम ये कर रहे हैं, ये प्लान कर रहे हैं, तो बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे जो छूट जाते हैं, वो डोंट नो, या शायद वो पढ़ते ही नहीं कि पूरी चीज़ क्या है, वो सब कनेक्ट होना शुरू हो जाते हैं। एक ये पॉइंट है कि अगर आपने बच्चों को वो चांस दिया और आप अपना इंस्टाग्राम पेज अगर देखेंगे तो आई थिंक उस पर जो व्यूज़ हैं वो कम हैं, वो अगर बढ़ना शुरू होते हैं तो यहाँ का एक एक बच्चा वो जानना शुरू करता है कि अच्छा ये चीज़ हो रही है, हमारे वीसी साहब ने ये चीज़ नहीं चलाई है, हमारे प्रोफेसर साहब ने ये नया कोर्स लेके आए, ये सारी चीज़ें छोटे छोटे क्लिप्स में, छोटे छोटे, क्योंकि सब साइलोड है ना, एवरीथिंग इज वर्किंग इन साइलोज, तो उनको तोड़ने के लिए इंस्टाग्राम इज द बेस्ट टू रीच आउट टू चिल्ड्रन, दैट इज समथिंग विच कैन बी डन। और ये मैम बॉटम्स अप अप्रोच अपनानी ही पड़ेगी। दे आर द बिगेस्ट स्टेक होल्डर्स। छोटी सी चीज़ है, आप लोग ने 5 बच्चे आइडेंटिफाई किए सर, उनको आपने आईआईटी भेजा, उनका कोई लेना देना नहीं इनोवेशन से, वो आते हैं, देखते हैं, दे रियलाइज कि इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स कैसे काम कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे क्या चीज़ है, क्या कल्चर बना है, दे ऑल्सो इम्बाइब दैट, दे कम बैक एंड दे टेल देयर पीयर्स एंड देयर अदर्स कलीग्स कि ये चीज़ें हो रही हैं। द सेम थिंग स्टार्ट्स हैपनिंग हियर। तो मेरा ये आइडिया है कि पर्कुलेट्स थ्रू पीपल। लोग एक बार एक आइडिया को किसी के सामने रखते हैं और वो स्प्रेड होता जाता है। तो इफ दोज काइंड ऑफ विजिट्स कैन बी ऑर्गेनाइज, जो बच्चे अच्छे हैं, जो बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं या देखना चाहते हैं, इनोवेट करना चाहते हैं, तो इनको इन इंस्टीट्यूशंस में ज़रूरी नहीं कि वो सीधे स्पेसिफिक टास्क के लिए जाएं, कभी कभी उनकी जनरल विजिट हो सकती है, तो दैट कैन बी ऑर्गेनाइज एंड दैट कैन बी रियली हेल्पफुल। और उसके अलावा ना डुअल इंक्यूबेशन का भी मैंने काफ़ी ये सर पिछले 2-3 साल में देखा है। बच्चे कैसे कर रहे हैं, इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइंस में भी उनका इंक्यूबेटेड है प्रोजेक्ट, और उन्होंने आईआईटी कानपुर में भी करा है, आईआईटी दिल्ली में भी करा है। So best of the institutions, best of the kids, they come, they see, they synergize, और वो अपने आप ही वो चीज़ें डेवलप होने लगती है। तो आप यहाँ पे भी इंक्यूबेट कराइए और कोशिश करिए कि आपका आईआईटी में भी इंक्यूबेट हो, दोनों जगह इंक्यूबेट होगा, उसमें किसी को परेशानी नहीं है। द मोमेंट इट हैपेंस, दे विल स्टार्ट ब्रिंगिंग द बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूशंस विच आर, सर उन लोगों ने बना लिया है अपने जो इनका इनोवेशन सेंटर है आईआईटी का, वो 40 साल पहले उन्होंने शुरू कर दिया था। तो आप उससे अगर आप कंपेयर करेंगे तो अभी बच्चा है यहाँ पे स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं,
हमारा तो बिल्कुल
नया है, बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल ये आपने बोली नहीं, बिल्कुल सर। तो वो कोलैबोरेशन या वो आइडिया, दैट आइडिएशन कम्स टू दी चिल्ड्रन ऑफ BBAU एंड देन दे स्टार्ट रियलाइजिंग कि अरे ये तो हम भी कर सकते हैं। एंड द मोमेंट यू गो ऑन सोशल मीडिया, सर आज वही है फॉर द किड्स, इट इज सोशल मीडिया, इट इज इंस्टाग्राम। इफ यू आर देयर, इफ यू कैन टेल इट कि भाई ये हमने किया है, ये 4 चीज़ें, सर आप देखिए कि आप कहाँ पहुँच जाएंगे, बिल्कुल ही अलग ही हो जाएगा। वो बच्चे दे आर थिंकिंग ऑफ अ डिफरेंट लाइन। हम अपनी चीज़ कर लेंगे एट 40, 50 whatever age we are at, but somebody who's 20 years old, he is or she is thinking in a different manner, sir. They have nothing in common with the way you think or maybe what I think, sir.
विराट जी आपका बहुत बढ़िया दिया। एक बच्चे भी हैं हमारे पास, इनसे पूछते हैं एक मिनट। बताओ अपना इंट्रोडक्शन भी करो और क्या आपको क्या समझे आप?
I'm Parmita Shah. I'm pursuing my MBA from this university. So I'm really appreciating the advice you have given to us that Instagram, as we we literally don't focus on the lectures. We focus on the presentation and the virtual thing that we are seeing, and that give us the boost to learn and listen. Even though when the our teacher is giving us the best lecture, but as well as that, we want something in YouTube and search it to learn more about it, and that we can imply in our daily basis and in our exam. That's how we can get a perfect marks. So I think it's a good advice for from you, that Instagram or any other social media platform that can boost our energy and give us more learning.
नहीं ये हमारे वो क्या नाम बेटा वैष्णवी, ये भी बता कुछ, ये शायद एंटरप्रेन्योरियल जर्नी में भी है कुछ।
Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Vaishnavi Mishra. I'm pursuing my PhD in Human Development and Family Studies under the supervision of Professor Yuri Ma'am. So basically, whatever we are talking right now related to the innovation and related to the as you have talked about the IIT. So recently, I also visited to IISER Kolkata, where I learned about the workshop related to microplastics. So one thing is, like, as you are saying that there is a big difference between the university and the institute, because whatever they are providing, whatever the environment they are providing, it's totally like very much different. So the one issue that we are actually facing in this in every university, what I can say is, like, when you want to apply your knowledge, it needs to be practical. So for that, the technology needs to be updated. So for example, in the IITs, if we go in IITs, I went to IISER, there the technologies are like at peak level. So I just wanted to raise this issue to our Vice Chancellor sir also, that we want the technology to be updated in this university and to the other university related to Central University or the State University, so that we can also be as much as equal to the IITs or the IISER, not less than in that institutes.
Good. But the way forward is that how we can collaborate with different universities.
Yes,
so as
so
to
through
bridge the gap.
collaboration only we can introduce all
So
those
as to bridge
facilities.
the gap, technology gap can be bridged through this type of collaboration.
We can use those technology as going to that institutes.
Everything cannot be possible at one institute.
So that's the reason we all are here, so that we
Yes.
can collaborate.
Yes, we need to collaborate on this.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor.
मैंने बता दिया, मैं अब इसमें पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन ईच एंड एवरी एक्टिविटी। मगर सबसे बढ़िया जो कुल मिला के आज ये हुआ, ये जो एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर है वो सबका कॉमन सेक्टर है, चाहे फिशरी हो, चाहे सुअर केन हो, चाहे सरका हो, चाहे कोई और। एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर इज द कॉमन सेक्टर इन विच वी कैन collaborate, and as I emphasized earlier, it is the sector which is the hope of India relies to a great extent, whether it is the case of Atmanirbhar Bharat or taking care of the problem of food security, or taking care of the problem of unemployment, or taking care of the problem of regional disparity, poverty. Any issue you take care and discuss, the way forward is the development of agriculture and the appropriate policies for the development of this sector. अब ये इसकी प्रोडक्टिविटी लो है, वाटर की प्रॉब्लम वहाँ पर है, और हेल्थ इशू है, एजुकेशन के इशू हैं। तो इन सारों को कैसे हम इनको करें और कॉमन आदमी तक इसका बेनिफिट पहुँचे, तो मुझे लगता है उसके, और एक सबसे बढ़िया जरूरी है कि एग्री बिजनेस में एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप कैसे करें। दिस इज द हमारे जो यूथ है वो ज़्यादातर शहरों में ही रहना पसंद करता है, तो यूथ कैसे एग्री सेक्टर में जो रॉ मटेरियल और इनपुट वहाँ पर अवेलेबल है उसमें इनोवेशन को यूज करके आप कितने भेजें। आपका सर फूड है, उसको एक अच्छी सी टॉफ़ी बना के, आजकल वो 5 स्टार होटल में आप उसको रोटी खाने के बाद, खाना खाने के बाद उसको दे दो। आप लोग टॉफ़ी को नहीं खाएंगे, गुड़ को खाएंगे। आपको प्रेजेंट करना है, उसकी मार्केटिंग करनी है, उसकी ब्रांडिंग करनी है। और गुड़ आप सुगर चीनी की जगह गुड़ खा रहे हैं।
आजकल तो 800 रुपया किलो बिक रहा
ये ना
है,
एकदम साफ है।
वो 40 रुपया, वो वाला 800।
देखो उसमें 40 में ये मतलब वैल्यू एडिशन देखोगे और बुरा है। मैं तो कह रहा हूँ अलसी होती है फ्लेक्स,
जो हम करते हैं
आप करते हैं मतलब इसको बड़े स्केल पर हमारा यूथ इसको एंटरप्रेन्योरियल जर्नी को अडॉप्ट करके
हम ABI है हमारा एग्री बिजनेस इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर, वी ट्रेन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स आल्सो।
Sir, we will visit that definitely. Our students will be here to visit.
यस,
हमारे यहाँ
यू आर वेलकम।
हॉर्टिकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट है
वो तो आते ही रहते हैं हमारे यहाँ, मेट्रोलॉजिकल
और आपके डिपार्टमेंट है, इनका भी फर्टिलाइजर फैक्ट्री काम है।
आपका सर, आपके यहाँ तो हमारे यहाँ बायो कंट्रोल टेक्नोलॉजीज हैं, लाइक इंसेक्ट कंट्रोल के लिए
bio
control, तो उनको मल्टीप्लिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी दैट इज टोटली इनएडिक्वेट, अभी गाँव में पहुँच ही नहीं रहा क्योंकि लैबोरेटरीज नहीं।
हम लोगों ने भी 10
20
विलेजेस कानपुर में और 5 विलेजेस लखनऊ में अडॉप्ट किए हैं, तो वहाँ सलाइन सोडिक सॉइल पे ही वर्क भी कर रहे हैं।
इस टाइप से वी कैन कोलैबोरेट आल्सो, वी कैन ट्रेन।
तो आज की डिस्कशन से इतना तो जरूर है कि कुछ ना कुछ किया जा सकता है।
राइट,
There are certain common areas on which we can work together, and we will work. So for each institute, we will depute someone from our side. We request you to depute someone from your side, and we'll find out what we can do. तो ये आप लोगों की पूरी टीम का यही काम है। अब आपने देखा, हम आपके साथ हैं।
थैंक यू
तो मैं सबका धन्यवाद करता हूँ, आपने समय दिया और आगे इसी तरीके से काम करेंगे सो एज टू रियलाइज द लार्जर ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ NEP 2020। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, sir. It is time to felicitate our esteemed distinguished guest. I request Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to present memento and shawl to Dr. Kajal Chakraborty, sir, Director, ICAR.
जी सर।
It was an honor that we came here.
This is
The most tangible outcome of the conference will be that we are able to execute something workable.
collective will of DPA।
I request Dr. P.K. Srivastava, sir, Principal Scientist, ICAR.
he is representing whole ICR.
I request Dr. Anup Kumar Dixit, sir,
Thank you sir।
Principal Scientist, ICAR. I request Major Virat Mishra, sir, please.
मेजर साहब हमारे भी इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर में मदद कीजिए।
Want to visit there and
आपसे कांटेक्ट करेंगे।
we will want the student to visit there and sensitize them towards it.
Thank you. Now I request Professor Karuna Madam to propose vote of thanks.
I'm really thankful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, for believing in me to give this opportunity. And I thank Director Kajal Chakraborty, sir. I thank Dr. T.K. Srivastava ji. I thank Dr. Anup Dixit ji. I thank Major Virat Mishra ji. I thank Sangeeta ma'am, Naveen sir, Subhash sir, Rashna ma'am, UV Kiran ma'am, Arpit Chakradhari sir, for all joining hands that we end up in something concrete which will certainly lay that we are giving back to society and contributing towards the nation development. And I really thank from the core of my heart to VC sir for bringing this idea. And today I think certain tangible outcomes we have been able to achieve, that this conference will always cherish, that because of this platform at least we are able to join hands and catalyze the growth of the inter-institutional linkage partnership and contribute to the nation's development. I thank you all to be the part of this meaningful panel discussion. Really thank you.
Thanks to NEP Sarthid and thanks to NEP committee members, Dr. Vineet and Dr. Manjari and all the.
Sorry to miss your names.
Thank you.